So here in Dunedin, at the Westpac Stadium, this evening actually, we have Elton John performing what his tour is called Yellow Brick Road, The Last Farewell. I was aware that he was coming because God had already shown me that Phil Collins was coming to Christchurch, and my husband and I wouldn't have had the finance if the money hadn't come through from the house sale on the exact day. So I bought him a ticket and we both went, and that was because when I was up the mountain, the Lord had told me that he had inspired Phil Collins, and that the song In the Air Tonight, I can feel it coming in the air tonight, was spiritual warfare, and that Phil Collins was chosen. And that he thought that he was too old. So the Lord told me that in June, that's Leon, in June 2018. And when I come back home to Christchurch from being at the mountain, I told my husband this, and he just sent me a message saying, you know what, Phil Collins is coming to Christchurch, and he has a concert tour that is called Not Dead Yet. And I had no idea, and it just confirmed what the Lord said, that Phil had thought that he was too old. But obviously the Lord has spoken to him, and he doesn't even know it, because he ain't saved yet. And he is a testimony of how the Lord is in our lives, drawing us even before we are saved. So I've only really posted this because my friend the breeder, who also sent me the picture of Pukenui Beach where I saw the ships coming in, the invasion in Dunedin on the coastline, has done some live feeds and photographs of herself and her friends and family at the Elton John concert. And I had a wee look at one of the posts of the advertising poster, and I realised, yes, he's called it The Last Farewell, Yellow Brick Road. So we've got two stars, and they're advertising two different things, and they're coming from two different spirits. Phil Collins is speaking on behalf of the Lord God El, and he doesn't even know it. So not dead yet, and that's what they probably think, that God is dead, but he is not dead, and he is alive and well in his sheep. Even the sheep that don't even know they're in the fold. And Yellow Brick Road has always had mystical significance. And Elton John is not even dead, and he's had a movie made about him. And so is Queen, just in the last year, and that's not a mistake or an accident, and they're both homosexuals. So it's the LGBT whatever agenda. But what I really want you to notice, and this is how I want you to see, I want to encourage you to see, take not just a glance at these things, just like, for instance, Ozzy Osbourne, when he came to Christchurch, my husband pointed out, because even though he's lukewarm and persecuting his wife, the Lord God is still speaking to him, and he noticed that an Ozzy Osbourne's tour advertising, and he came to Christchurch as well, he had a mask of Aleister Crowley on his face. So look closely at the thumbnail. You know that Cleck says that we are basically a host body for a race of bugs and locusts, and that Revelations is a literal locusts coming out of the pit and scorpions, and that's why our hearts will fail us if we aren't prepared, and that's why this revelation is important and given to this time, in this time and season, because this is the end generation, and the Lord God is not abandoning anyone who calls upon his name, and there is a time of grace. So the bugs, I've got a close-up of his garb. You know how he likes to dress up, Elton. Can you see the bugs? There's bugs on his garb. And if you look at his piano, which is turned basically into a type of Ark of the Covenant, I suppose, a counterfeit. He has his cherubim and angels. He's got his angels, and he's put his glasses on them, so he's telling everybody that he's an angel. He knows he's an angel. He's a fallen angel. And the stars are angels as well. So what looks like just a harmless glamour picture from a homosexual man who's very talented. So we get gifts, don't we? We get gifts. Especially when we sell out.